The future of Philippe Coutinho is becoming a bit of a saga, Alejandro Moreno, and it's probably going to last a fair bit longer with the transfer window not closing until the 2nd of September in Spain. Never mind where do you think he'll end up. Do you think he should stay and fight for his place?
No. He's had ample opportunity to show what he can do at Barcelona, and he has not been able to do so. Whatever the reasons may be. And I'm sure that if you speak to Philippe Coutinho, he'll say one thing and the other and this, and there'll be a reason for him as to why he hasn't been successful. But it hasn't worked out. Not for Barcelona, not for Coutinho. And Barcelona clearly want to move away from Coutinho, which therefore doesn't allow the player to be all that confident and to feel all that good about himself. A confident Coutinho is a great player, but we have seen a guy without confidence what he looks like, and what he looks like is not even a shadow of the player that we saw at Liverpool.
You look at the 34 games that he played last season and the 5 goals, and you think that's not the best of returns. But as to what you said, he only started 22 of them. He was used as a kind of sub 11 times. As a footballer, do you sometimes get the feeling that, you know what, I'm not sure I'm wanted here?
Well, if he had any doubts whether he's wanted there or not, right now it is very clear that he's not wanted. And if he in his mind he hadn't made up, okay, do I think they want me here? At this point, it's clear 100% Barcelona has found every single way or possibility to try to get rid of him, and they haven't worked out. And that's because they haven't been able to work out a deal with PSG. Had they done that, Coutinho would be gone, Neymar would be in. And so clearly he is not priority number one for Barcelona. And if they could, the one thing that they've been saying all along to allow themselves to have some flexibility is, or financial flexibility is, we got to get rid of Coutinho because that's going to open up some money for us to be able to move it around. Well, Coutinho is not one, and so he needs a change of scenery just for himself. Never mind Barcelona. And at this point, he has to think about himself and his career, and it's not working out of Barcelona. It may not work out of Barcelona. It won't work out of Barcelona from what we have seen so far, and so therefore he has to go somewhere else and find his confidence and find his footing. Find what he was with Brazil in Copa America, find that level and improve upon that.
Let's talk about that somewhere else. Not second guessing where we think he'll go, but where would be the best place for him to go? Would it be the Premier League, and if so, which team?
You just mentioned Arsenal, you just mentioned Spurs. If I had a choice between those two, I would go to Spurs because I think Spurs has a far more clear plan as to how they want to do things, where they want to go, and when they're gonna get there. But in terms of a bigger picture, it would make sense for him to go to a place like PSG, where he's going to have freedom to play in the attack, and he's going to have an ability to float around in spaces and allow Kylian Mbappe to run in behind and open up spaces for him underneath, and he can have the freedom to move around the way that he does with Brazil. Look, I just think Coutinho, in order for him to get better, has to feel more confident and has to like himself a whole lot more than what he does right now. And the only way to do that is to be productive on the field.
If only PSG had some money and could afford him, huh?
Oh, well, you know. Do you have some money?
No, none.
And you were not, even if you had the money, you were not going to share it with them either.
I can't afford Coutinho. Who can?